Good afternoon and welcome to Morning MCI. I'm your host Blind Prime, and for today we have the G.I. Joe Classified series, Dreadnought Ripper. Yeah, finally I got a new G.I. Joe Classified figure. Thank you to my subscriber CCSS for donating this to the channel. It is much appreciated. And this guy is a fun dude. There are some issues with him that I've noticed, and we're going to get into that, and we're going to talk about his pros and his cons and his accessories that he comes with, and do a little size comparisons in today's video. If you like what you see here, or if you're like me and you can't see anything, but you still like it, please go down below and hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Every share, every like, every subscription, every comment goes a long way to helping the algorithm recognize me and allowing me to reach more visually impaired and blind people out there, and also to reach those of you out there who do not, who are unaware of the blind and the visually impaired and would like to know more. After all, this channel is all about raising awareness for the visually impaired and the blind through alternative means and methods. So let us get into the G.I. Joe Classified series, Ripper. He is a fun little dude, and I really like some of his accessories. There's one of his accessories I'm not too happy with, and we're going to really get into that. So this figure is chock full of sculpting and just fun textures all over him. So let's get his accessories out of his hand. His big old... wow. The jaws of life. It's cool to finally have a character that has the jaws of life. And let's talk about these jaws. Let's lower your hands to the side so you look a little better after having carried that for so long. Set you over here. Don't fall. All right, let's talk about these jaws of life. Nuts! Wait, where did he go? Oh, crap. All right, let's put you back there. There you go. Stand up straight. And Zerrana fell over. Zerrana, there you go. Okay, all right, so let's talk about the jaws of life first, because it's really cool that we get a 1/12 scale jaws of life. These are a little bulkier than the normal jaws of life, and something interesting, there's this hole in the back that's really big, like it's some sort of gas hose or something. Like exhaust must come out of that or something. It's neat. It's odd. I don't know what it's about. But let's see if I can find one of the blast effects from G.I. Joe. I usually keep a few laying right here for the channel. Here we go. Here's the blast effect that came with the jetpack, and no, that doesn't fit in. But it does feel like it should fit in. So let's try another blast effect. Let's see what else we got over here. Do we have another blast effect that's a bit smaller? Oh, we have Darth Vader's lightsaber. So let's just go ahead and remove the piece for the lightsaber, and let's put Darth Vader's lightsaber on there. No, there's nothing that it attaches to, sadly enough. All right, let's put that lightsaber back. I do need to put that in the Corvette with Darth Vader, so I don't lose it. Darth Vader's driving the Emperor around in a Corvette. So, that being said, there is no blast effect capabilities with that end piece there, unless, one more check here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's take a look at a Transformers blast effect. I've got them in my little Ziploc container over here. Left that one, not that one, that one's too large. That one's too large. Come on, give me a smaller one. Give me a smaller one. Where are the small ones? Ah, here they are. They fell all the way to the bottom. Okay, we got this small one right here. Now let's see how this works with this gun. Maybe. I mean, if you used some sticky tack, this is actually the best fit so far, and if a little bit of sticky tack were to be used, then you could have a cool effect coming out the back. I think the best one in that case would be... moving down over here, I think I came across, my fingers touched it earlier. Let's see, where's it at? Up. There it is. Okay, so the best one I think would be this little bitty one of the blast effects that came with some of the Battle Masters. And, oh, it's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. It's the small blast effect that came with some of the Battle Masters. It's shaped kind of like a teardrop. It's got these little fan things all around it. It's kind of like it really feels like one of those fake flames that you can get with the tea candles that light up on their own. It's about that height. It's the smallest of the blast effects that plug into weapons that the Transformers offered, and it fits into this thing perfectly. Look at that. I can even hold it. Oh my god, that is great. I'm going to keep that like that because that is fun. All right, that is a cool little addition to this figure. If you want to have a blast effect to plug into that back hole on the Jaws of Life, there you go. That's the blast effect for you. I'm going to set it off over here to the side so I don't lose it. And now let's continue talking about this figure, or these Jaws of Life, because these are really fun. They open on a gear, so all you have to do is pull one of the jaws, and the other one's going to open, and they open up really wide too. I don't know if any of you have had the privilege of playing with the Jaws of Life in your lifetime, but my parents worked at a rescue squad, and I got the ability to mess with one while they were testing it out to make sure it was, they were conducting maintenance on it and doing some tests to make sure it was fully operational for use in the field. And I got to pull the trigger and caused it to open, and it was fun. It's neat. They're really neat, but they also are really heavy, and they make some racket. So that's a fun little addition to this figure. And in addition to that, we're going to set Ripper down to the side real quick because there's something else I want to check with these Jaws of Life. I have right here the WWE Wreck and Slam ambulance, and I've been enjoying filling this thing up with rescue accessories that I come across from these figures. So far, we just have an axe in here and the backpack for a guy I'm losing the name of right now, but we will remember his name one day. So let's put that axe back in there. Let's see if this thing can actually fit in here somewhere. So it may be a little too wide. I think it may just be a little too wide for this. Possibly. Yeah, that handle's really going to do it. I may have to do a little bit of engineering to actually fit this thing in there. But let's see. If this thing can, let's see. Alright, so, nuts. There went the axe again. Okay. There's a little tab up there. There's that thing right there. That I think I have, oh, I actually have another axe up here. Funny. I've already got 2 axes in here. And, I just dropped that one. Oh well, let's see. Okay, so if this piece comes in here, like that, that actually may be able to set it up nicely. Now let me grab my axes, and let's put this axe back over here. It was hanging up here. I had it in a nice little way. Let's see if I can get that back together. I've been filling this up with these fun little accessories to make a nice firefighting ambulance, or a nice ambulance in general, but I lost the axe. Where did the axe go? And the axe is gone. Nuts. Well, you know what? We're gonna see if we can close these doors without the axe, and then we'll find the axe. The axe is probably just laying around somewhere. It's lazy. We'll get to it. All right. So this door will, yeah, it will shut at the top, but that thing's just a little too wide to allow it to shut at the bottom. That's a shame. Wait. That's got it, right? No. Let's see. Move that piece up a bit more, and I mean, it bulges out a little bit, and it doesn't let that last little click in. Now, let's see. We put this door in, what happens? Can we do it? Oh, wait, no, we don't. We got this. All right, so this door goes here, and that door goes there. It's a little bulgy. It's a little bulgy. It's not working too well, but I'm sure that I'll get my screwdriver after this thing, my drill, and we're going to make it happen. But for now, let's just close that up. Oh, I got it. Nice, it's closed. Sweet. I may have lost the axe again, but there you go. I'll have to rearrange the stuff in there on my own free time, but I did want to showcase that to you, my viewers. And where did I put Ripper? Where did Ripper go? Oh, here he is. He fell. Ripper, you're not supposed to be like this, man. You're not supposed to be like this at all. You're not supposed to fall so far away from where I'm doing stuff. Did I find the axe? No. Okay, cool. Let's get to Ripper again, and his sunglasses almost fell off, and I guess we're going to talk about the sunglasses. I enjoy his sunglasses. I think his sunglasses are an additional are really fun. They well, they're not too big, but they're perfect size for him. I've seen some glasses in these 1/12 scale figures that are just a little too large, and I've seen glasses that are a little too small, and I think these are perfect for his face. And I do love them. I loved all the Rippers face gear. Like they had some really fun um, accessories and some fun things going on with them. Little backstory about the Rippers: they, like Beachcomber, are from Alabama, and Beachcomber and them had a lot of problems, and so I can't wait for the Rippers to be finished. I have my Beachcomber, and we're going to wait, no, not Beachcomber, not Beachcomber, Beachhead, right? Yeah, Beachhead. He was that Target exclusive. He's really good, and I don't remember where I put him. Okay, so that's the sunglasses. We'll just take them off and keep them off for this. Just set the sunglasses there, and we will take a look at his other gun. Now, this gun on his back is a gun I have some problems with. I don't like rubberized weapons. I am a big person against rubberized weapons, mainly because when you get these G.I. Joe Classified Series figures, these rubberized weapons do not allow their solid ABS plastic ammo clips to really stay in too well. These rubberized weapons really do suck, and I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I just want me some hard plastic weapons. Give me my hard plastic weapons and stop it with this rubberized stuff. If you don't put rubber on the wheels of your Transformers, Hasbro, how dare you give us rubber in the guns for our G.I. Joes? How dare you? Okay? Give us wheels of rubber. Can't even believe that HasLab doesn't have rubber wheels. That's the only negative there. And they really did it because they're like, oh, well, we want to make sure it stays around forever. I've got rubber wheels from Lego that have been sitting that are from the 80s and they're still just as fine, okay? Get out of here with that nonsense of, yeah, you can't invent rubber, deterioration over time. No, no, no. You're just using the bad rubber. Use the correct rubber. How about you pick up the phone and you call Lego and you go, hey, Lego, what rubber do you use? Because we would like to use it in our Transformers. See it's just that easy, Hasbro. Just ask Lego how they do it and then copy their process. Because Lego is the owner of wheels. Look it up. Google that stuff. All right? Type this into Google. Who is the largest manufacturer of wheels in the world? And the answer will be Lego. They know how to do it. They've been doing it for a while. Anyway, sorry about that tangent, ladies and gentlemen. I have strong feelings about rubber wheels. So rubber weapon kind of sucks. The ammo clip is something you can pull out, but I use some sticky tack to keep it in there, and I don't want to ruin the sticky tack by pulling it out. The gun does have this really cool bayonet on the end. That's actually kind of a Bowie knife. I think it would have also, if they'd used a hard plastic gun, this could have been a piece that you could slide on and off. But since they used this rubberized weapon, it's not going to be the case. But it is this really nice bayonet, and then you got this really nice gun barrel to go in there. This is a decent weapon. I just hate that it's made out of rubber. Definitely a nice M16 lookalike. I don't know enough about guns to tell you any more than that. It feels similar to an M16, but different. Okay, so now we're moving on to the next bit. That's my least favorite of his accessories, BTW. So over here we have his Bowie knife that he carries on the sheath on his chest, and yep, that's a big knife. Let's take a look at it in his hand. Does it, is this a knife that he's allowed to carry? Oh, this knife is definitely longer than his palm. He needs to be careful with that. We're gonna put this knife back. It's also made of rubber. Like, good grief, guys, these knives used to be hard plastic. Come on, Hasbro. This stuff used to be hard plastic, man. That's not cool. All right, so coming down over here to his waist, and we have the final one of his accessories. It's this rubbery gun, another rubber thing. This is more like a 6-shooter. It's got a nice little handle. They did some good job with the texturing on the handle and the texturing throughout the entire gun. I do have to say, they're top notch with their textures. I just hate the material they're using. I really hate the material they're using. So let's slip that gun back into his holster. His holster's got some wonderful textures for a leather composite holster. Good holster there. So, and I accept the holster being made out of rubber. I just don't accept the guns being made out of rubber. Man. I don't know how Hasbro keeps screwing up one of the best toy lines they've ever had. They just keep screwing it up. Just give G.I. Joe the money, Hasbro, and G.I. Joe will give you the money back. Trust me, they will. Everyone loves the G.I. Joe. Everyone likes G.I. Joe Classified. Just give them more of a budget. For the love of God, give them more of a budget. All right, that's it for his accessories that are removable on him. Now we're going to get to his other bits. He's got this really fun holster thing. This, what do you call that? It's this gear stuff. It's a gear web. Yeah. It's got a couple of grenades. Let's see. One, two. He's got two grenades on his right shoulder, and then his knife is on his left shoulder. That's pretty cool. And then his web is just got that on there. On the back, you've got this little spoke out of the back of the web to put the gun on, and it definitely would hold the gun a lot better if the gun wasn't made out of rubber. Because the trigger guard for the gun is made out of rubber, all it does is just stretch around that. And that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Now that we're done with the accessories, let's start with the textures, and I love to start from the bottom of the feet to see how that goes. The bottoms of these feet are textured, though they are a bit smoother of a boot than I'm used to. They didn't really do the boot tread all the way inside, but they did texture that underside. Like maybe this is just because of the unique motorcycle boot he's wearing. So maybe that's the case, but that is nice. There's some decent texture under there. It's really cool. Now moving into the top of the boots, we've got these boots go all the way up. Do they have a boot swivel? Yes, they have a boot swivel right below the pant tuck, where his pants are rolled up a bit to tuck into the boot. That is perfect. That is wonderful. And they really kind of feel like they're wrestling boots, like the way the wrestling boots feel. Not too bad. There is a very big looseness in these ankle joints, by the way. This ankle joint should not be this loose. The other one is definitely tighter, but this one is very loose for me, and that's why my guy keeps falling over. Loose ankles. You know, if you spent more time working on the ankles than you did on coming up with rubberized guns, Hasbro, then it would be a little better. Coming over here to the double jointed knee. This double jointed knee is very nice. He can kick very well. Look at that. Look at that knee. Yeah, it's a very good double jointed knee, and it's ratcheted. It's got a lot of ratchets in there. So you can get many different poses with this knee because of these ratchets. That's good. I like that. Drop down hinges on both legs. Yay. Thigh swivel as well. We got a nice thigh swivel going on there. So we got a thigh swivel and a boot swivel. That's pretty good. This guy's articulation is immense. He's got some great stuff. Now, in his core, he's got a ball joint attaching. He can rotate his core 360 degrees. Boo, boo, boo. Like that, but it's also on a ball joint, so he can crack his back left and right. He can bend down right there at that hip joint and bend back at that hip joint. Then he's got another joint further up his body to allow a core crunch, and then you can core crunch him backwards, and you can bend him backwards even more, and he can pull the Neo stats. Oh, dodge the weapons, Neo. Okay, but he doesn't like to hold it because of that weak ankle. He's got a weak ankle joint. This guy he's really fun. He's got this good articulation in the core. Some butterfly, but not much butterfly going on there. Articulation in the shoulders, 360 degrees. He's got double jointed elbows, bicep swivel, wrist swivel, and one of the hands goes up and down, I think. Let's see. Do you go up and down? Yeah, you go up and down. The other hand, does it go side to side? It kind of goes side to side, but it doesn't go up and down. Okay, so he's got a side-to-side hand on his left hand and an up and down hand on his right hand. I really wish they would just give us some sort of ball joint and stop with this nonsense of one hand having stuff and the other hand having other stuff. Now, let's really get into the textures on this guy, because that's really the beauty of this beast. Okay? His glove textures are excellent for his hands. He's got some decent... I think those are gloves. Maybe they're just his hands. Huh. Yeah, it actually just feels like they're regular hands. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Actually, no, I am definitely. That feels like a glove texture on the back of his hand. So, gloves. He's got this really crazy bracer where most of the G.I. Joes have been getting lately have had bracers that have, computers on them and stuff like that. This guy's bracer is simply just spikes. So many spikes. He He straight up beat up Shredder and took all the spikes from Shredder and put them on one bracer. That's what happened there. That's all the spikes. Then he's got a bracelet. Weird bracelet. It's like a bicep bracelet. It's supposed to come up there. It's got some more spikes on it. I think it's supposed to be like a tribal bracelet tattoo thing that goes around his upper bicep. Kind of neat. The biceps for him, all of his tone there is well sculpted out. Wow, beautiful sculpt work there. Beautiful sculpt work on the other arm too. Oh, you get a lot more on the other arm because it doesn't have those spikes. Yeah, that is his arms are really well done. Pinless joints. I love me some pinless joints, especially since I'm a person that sees by touch. Pinless joints are really annoying in that regard. You don't get that here. Really nice muscle work all the way down his arms. Really excellent. Now we're going to come over here to the front of him. He's got this really great body work going on. It's some excellent sculpt going down his body there. Just all these muscles really well sculpted out. Just excellent. But there's not much of a shirt on him. There is a shirt. You can feel the shirt line on his back. But still, I would have liked to have some more, hints of texture for clothing. There's that line right there where it definitely comes up. That is the end of the shirt. But I would have liked a different type of texture. Maybe if they had spent some time kind of giving him a cottony texture on his body for his shirt or something like that, that would have been nice. Because they definitely did really well with the skin textures on his arms. I'm assuming he's wearing a wife beater. And or is that not a tank top? Maybe saying wife beater is wrong these days. So yeah, he's got a nice tank top. I don't know anymore. I'm not on the internet far enough to pay attention to when things change and words change. I rely on my roommate for that, and he tells me the new no words. He keeps up with that. So we're going to go over here, and now we're going to move over to his face, and I'll talk about his legs afterwards because I really want to talk about his head. His head sculpt is excellent. He's got such a spiky chin. It's this goatee. He's got such a cool goatee. I love his goatee. His face is really well done. He's got some rough face here. He is a weathered guy. His nose is really good. And he's got some decent eyebrows. He trims. They just wow. I love the razor stubble around his mohawk. They added razor stubble around his mohawk for the sides of his head that he keeps shaved. Just neat. His mohawk itself is one of the best mohawks I've come across. Just I love the textures going on here, all the way up. It's an excellent mohawk. This is just candy for the fingertips. Yeah, it's candy for the nips. Now we're gonna come down here and talk about his legs. His legs, we've got this nice belt going on here, good belt buckle and stuff. He's got extra armor in his crotch region, which is important when you're in battle. If you're a guy, you could actually anybody. It's important to have something down there to protect yourself. That's a really important thing to protect. So coming down here to his legs, he's got some blue jean fabric. What feels like blue jean fabric. It's definitely, yeah, that's blue jeans. Going all the way down till when they're tucked into the boots, and he does have references of knee pads. I want to say they do kind of feel like knee pads, but then again, that could just be pants. I'm not 100% sure if he's wearing knee pads or not. The textures there are a little confusing, but it doesn't feel. It feels just like the texture for the pants, so I'm going to go no knee pads on this guy. All right, that is Dreadnought. Now let's get him some comparisons with Zerrana here. Yeah, here's Zerrana, or Zartana. No, Zartana is DC, isn't it? All right, so now, Ripper, will you just not? Thank you. So we're going to put these guys side to side. Ripper, I swear, Ripper, you are such that ankle of yours. Okay, there we go. Ripper's shoulder is just a little taller than Zerrana's shoulder. Get them back to back, and we got a really nice comparison. Ripper, now you're going to fall forwards? Oh my god, man. Why? You're either falling backwards or you're falling forwards, but this is cool, man. Come on, Ripper. Don't be like this today. Don't be like this, man. Thank you. There we go. Give them back-to-back comparisons. We get where the heads are at. We see that the heads are definitely Zerrana and Ripper are similarly head height wise, but definitely different head heights. That's cool. So that's them two together. I can't wait till we get more of the Dreadnoughts to have the nice little Dreadnought group all in one go. That's going to be a lot of fun. I enjoy my Dreadnoughts. And finally, to finish it out, we have got the G.I. Joe Classified Series B.a.t, Battle Android Trooper. Let's pull his backpack off to do a better comparison. It was a little sad that that Ripper didn't come with a backpack. All right, here we go. He's still not as tall as the B.a.t. Yeah, let's make sure your legs are straightened. Your legs all straightened, huh? Are your hinges popped down? You good? Okay, so let's pop those hinges back up. All right, let's set you down. Now let's make sure B.a.t's hinges are popped up. Good. Now let's compare them again. Let's make sure we get this correct. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Ripper. Oh my God, man. Stop it. Thank you. No, Ripper. Stop it. That's a bad Ripper. Man, I gotta put some pledge on that ankle. That is some terrible ankle work there. There we go. There's the comparison of the two side by side. I think they work out pretty well. This is Ripper here. Oh my God, Ripper. Just stand, man. Just stand. Okay, so there we go, side by side. That's Ripper's a great addition. If it wasn't for the fact that he falls down all the time. So my final thoughts on Ripper here is I would give this guy a man. I want to give him a 10 out of 10 so badly, but the rubber weapon's taking a point off, giving him a 9 out of 10, and then that loose joint and the fact that he doesn't stand is going to give him another point off, making him an 8 out of 10. I want so badly to give this guy a 10 out of 10 because I really like this figure, but the QC with him is hurting him. And those rubber those guns are hurting him too. Rubber accessories, I am not okay with. And weak joints, I am not okay with. Not whenever we're paying $25 a pop for these bad boys. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Valaverse seems to have it right when it comes to the joints. And let me know in the comments below. Are you moving from GI Joe Classified, moving more towards Valaverse? Are you going to be staying with the GI Joe Classified line? Yeah, talk to me about that. Did you hear about the new Valaverse vehicle? I know that I'm going to try and pre-order it. I keep forgetting to, but I do want that vehicle. So, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the Valaverse crazy tank vehicle? That's like an up-armored SUV or something. And what do you think of this G.I. Joe Classified Series Ripper? Do you believe it's an 8 out of 10? Or do you think I should have graded it higher? Thanks for watching or listening. And until next Pride, bye-bye for now.